My name is Amanda Lovell and I will be presenting today on childhood obesity. Children are no longer growing out of their baby fat. According to the book, Early Childhood Obesity Prevention Policies, written by Birch, Burns, and Parker in 2011, 20% of children are obese before starting kindergarten. That means children are obese before 5 years old. Research suggests that there are significant long-term adverse health effects from childhood obesity. There are also delayed social maturity when kids are obese as children. Those are the two main points that will be discussed in today's presentation. Susan Oki wrote a book named Fed Up in 2005 when it was published. Long-term health effects significantly hinder children who grow up obese. Half of obese elementary kids and 3/4 of adolescents will grow up to be obese if they were obese as children. The majority of these obese children have at least one additional risk of heart disease, and 1/4 of the children have 2 or more additional risk factors for getting heart disease in the later stages of life. There's an unprecedented amount of type 2 diabetes being diagnosed in obese children. This used to be called adult onset diabetes until recently when it was changed to type 2 diabetes. Adults used to be the only ones that were diagnosed with these problems. Children are showing up with high blood pressure, cholesterol, breathing disorders, arthritis, and diabetes, all due to being obese. This affects their life expectancy, whether they are a lean adult or an obese adult. It doesn't change. Delayed social maturity has a lot of effects for obese children. It all begins from discrimination and stereotyping because of how our culture views obesity. In children, it can cause a negative body image, low self-esteem, and depression, and that can be caused by peers or adults. There are a lot of studies in the book called Preventing Childhood Obesity by Copeland, Liberman, and Craig. It was published in 2005. They did a specific study. It was a 7-year-long study on women aged at 16. And then as the 7 years progressed, they restudied these same women at age 24, and it was found that they made less money, they had less schooling finished, and they were not married, all due to being obese as children. Berniat published a book in 2002 called Child and Adolescent Obesity. This also focused on the delayed social maturity around obese children, and a key point was that peers around obese children would rather be friends with a severely mentally handicapped child than an obese child. That says a lot about our culture and how we view obesity. More studies do need to be done around the psychological aspect that obesity can affect, but in conclusion, the 2 key things that childhood obesity can affect is adverse health effects and delayed social maturity. This is causing damage to our children's long-term life. It's not an easy thing to overcome, and if we can help them as children, we should be able to fix it then. It's harder to overcome obesity as an adult, and we need to educate children now in order to live a healthy lifestyle and give them the tools that they need. Thank you.